Finney
Amari Carter made plays in the Florida game.
Yeah, Finney was gone because what you call it? Gilbert started that striker.
No, I'm gonna tell you what interception he called. Remember, it was 4 quarters.
Oh yeah.
He caught an interception. Oh, there you go, right there.
That's it right there. That's the play.
That's Tony.
No, that's not Tony, man.
Number 10?
Yeah, that's not Tony.
Yeah, Hammond.
It's Hammond. I told you that's the guy from
Hallandale.
Only play he got something wrong. Only time he did something. They offense, we shut that shit down the whole game. You take their player away and you take the fucking
Corey Hammond, one-on-one versus Gilbert.
The Tony, you take this player away and take the Tony player away. They offense did nothing the whole game.
The Tony play when he broke all the tackles and that play.
And this play, they offense did nothing. The reason why they was in the game, because they sacked our quarterback 100 times. Like, you ain't helped Zion once the whole game. You just say, man.
Listen. At the end of that game, right, I didn't have a sideline pass. I had to be up in the booth, but we can come to the sideline at the end of the game. So I come walking to the sideline. That's when you see the video. I go live, and you can see me walking through, and then Desmond Howard walk by. And I get to the sideline, and I'm like, man, we got a chance to win this game. And they gave us 18 downs to get in field goal position, and we just kept going backwards. In that moment right there, that was just... The rivalry game had got us to that point, but they was better than us. You know what I'm saying? And you saw at the end of the game when
they was better. We
just couldn't block them. We couldn't block them.
They was better coach, man. Like you said, they couldn't block the whole game, man. You got Zion on this grown ass man. Zion just got out of high school. This a grown ass 5th year man. You ain't gonna help him like Chip, nothing. Put Brevin John on it.
Who was it?
It was what was his name? It was Greenyard or something like that. Yeah. Killing Zion.
Campbell out there first.
We ran right past Gilbert Francis. Josh Hammond. That's how it started, man. We talking about Florida that was last year? Florida, the year before
19, yeah.
Florida versus Miami when we kicked off the season, man. That was a crazy weekend for me. My homeboy decided to get married. Bro, listen, man. Me and my homeboy almost fell out, boy. That almost was it. He better be glad he got married off in Florida, so I was able to drive to the wedding, and the wedding just happened to be that morning. So 10 o'clock that morning, I went to the wedding, drove over to watch the game. But yeah, we started talking about this because we were saying who bummed Gilbert Firestone in that game? Was it Hammond or was it Tony?
It was Hammond.
Actually saying it was Hammond, a Hallandale native, Josh Hammond. That was a good game though, boy. That was a good way to kick off.
You know, one thing I say, man, Manny Diaz's first game as a head coach.
Was it?
His first game as a head coach. A lot of emotions going on. For one, being it's a rivalry. This is an in-state rivalry. You know, for Florida, it's a big game. He's coaching against a guy he coached with.
Right.
He coached with Dan Mullins. It's a lot. It's just so much going on at that time. The game was so they beat it up because it's Florida UM.
Right. The only game on college football. First game of college football.
Only game on college football that Saturday, man. I'm gonna tell you, it's so crazy because that Saturday, we got up early, man, and I did the biggest tailgate out there.
I know.
I had a block party. And by the time the game come, man, getting ready to walk to the stadium, I was like, my legs ain't moving. Boy, my legs ain't moving. Hold on.
You couldn't move?
We got to get in this game. But, man, once we get in the stadium, man, the game is exciting. I'm talking about it. Inside the stadium, man, I hate the stadium, but the atmosphere.
The atmosphere was crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I think Florida UM needs to play every year. Just like UM play Florida State. Because it's a tradition in the state.
And it produces a good game.
It always produces a good game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had the game. We had it, man. We had it.
Right.
Jaron Williams first start.
Right.
You know, you seen it. Came out there first drive, looked good. You know what I'm saying? Marching down the field and.
Yeah. If y'all just got in here, man, we talking about Florida versus Miami. 2 years ago. The tight end was going off though, man.
Brevin Jordan.
I don't know if they took Brevin away from us. I don't know what they did.
I mean, they started realizing like, man, that was our you know what, we gonna maybe we double cover him. You know what I'm saying? The other guys ain't gonna get out. But it's like you still got Jeff Thomas out there. So, but what they did, what Florida did was they realized UM's weaknesses that whole game. The offensive line.
We were young at the time?
We was young.
Right.
We were starting them, Zion.
Right.
I think Ja'Cory Clark was there. We were starting, you know, 2 freshmen. Donaldson was probably the oldest one out there.
Right.
And I think he was maybe a junior. So, man, they had a grown man D-line.
Right.
And they were sending heat every play.
Yeah, they
were
by
sending
the end of that
every
game,
play.
man. How many times they sacked Jaron Williams?
100 times, man. He got sacked 100 times. He got hit 1,000 times, man.
So the question is, you think if the homeboy would have started at quarterback, you think Miami could have won that game?
I don't know. I didn't, because Jaron didn't do anything to lose the game.
Did he play well?
He played well.
He did.
He played well. Now, could it have been maybe some more throws he could have made? Yeah. Do we know if Cozy gonna do that? I mean, one thing we do know, Cozy gonna take some sacks too. So it's like,
right. So yes or no? The homie would have started. Is more experience, right?
Well, I'm gonna ride. You know, 5 is my guy, so I'm gonna say yeah. I think Cozy would have won the game.
Yeah. Y'all let us know in the comment section below, man. The Cozy Perry Stars versus Florida. Now, Jaron Williams didn't play bad. And I think at that time, we happy. We was happy Jaron Williams won the starting.
We wasn't really happy. I mean, we was like, okay, well, if he beat out Cozy, maybe he's good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we all thought, you know what I'm saying, we gonna ride with Cozy. Now after the game, we thought we had something. We like, boy, okay, he went out there and played good against a good defense.
Right.
Everybody was exciting. We lost, yeah, you know, it's bitter, it hurt. We lost, okay, damn. But we say, well, you know what, we got ourselves a quarterback now.
Right. He looked good.
And, you know, throughout the season, I guess that changed, the opinions on that changed a whole lot.
I know. Like, I remember interviewing him after that game, standing in the hallway and interviewing him. And it felt like, man, we got us a quarterback. And it went backwards.
Yeah, it went backwards.
What's that, dude?
I don't even know how. Like, I don't even know how you go from that game to now it's going backwards, because it's like you're at one of your highest moments of the season right now, and you playing good. Right. So it's like, how can you not get better? Right. I don't know. He just went completely backwards, but hey.
So listen, Miami recruiting wide receiver out of Georgia, Isaiah Bond. His quarterback, his best friend already committed to us.
Ja'Cory Brown.
The quarterback, and Isaiah Bond commits to Florida. Yeah. Listen, I'm not even going to act like this. Every kid that I've talked to, right, that went to Florida on a visit, Florida impressed them. You know what I'm saying? Florida impressed them all the way to Ja'Cory Brooks. Florida had Ja'Cory Brooks in the bag. Florida had Ja'Cory Brooks in the bag. So Florida, whatever they rolling out up there, I mean, I just hear kids saying that for some reason they make you feel like you family when you up there. Like, and I'm not sure what they got going on, but they make you feel comfortable. They make you feel like you family, like they care. Isaiah haven't even been to visit up right there, right? But he committed to him. What you think that is?
What happened is he just got the offer probably maybe a month ago, a couple of weeks ago. All signs was pointing towards landing Isaiah Bond.
Right.
We was recruiting him the hardest at that position, receiver. He plays receiver and cornerback.
Right.
My whole thought thing was, I don't know, does he really want to play receiver, or do he want to play cornerback? You know what I'm saying? Because Alabama came in and offered him too, but you know what I'm saying, cornerback. Other schools, cornerback. So we thinking we're gonna land him. He comes down on the visit with his best friend, Ja'Cory Brown, and then Brown ends up committing. Okay, we got it. We Georgia Pipeline. Bond goes out there running like a 10-4 and 100. Oh man, he's blazing.
Right.
And when you watch his film, he runs by everybody. Like it's like he's running by everybody. He's looking at everybody. He's running by. So all signs pointing that he's gonna commit to UM. He's coming down for a visit in June. Once they lift the restrictions, we good.
Right. Didn't go down like that.
Didn't go down like that, no, man.
That ain't how it went down.
Florida put the pressure on him, and next you know, he commits.
Right.
He commits to Florida. So now, I think that was the one receiver that we was going after the hardest. It's a couple other receivers that's.
So now what? Where we headed, bro? Now what?
It's what's the guy? It's a guy 6'6". I guess he's in Orlando or something like that. They want him.
Out of Orlando, 2022 kid?
Yeah, they're looking at another kid from I think Louisiana, something like that. But I'm thinking, I mean, if I'm UM, you got a guy right here in your backyard that runs like a 4.2, 4.3. His name is great. Like his name just has greatness all over it. His name has greatness all over it. He plays for one of the good schools down South Palmetto. Mike Jackson.
So you like Mike Jackson?
I love Mike Jackson, man.
Mike Jackson, how tall?
5'9". I don't know weight.
150 pounds, soaking wet on Thanksgiving, bloated.
Yeah, but one thing you get that ball in his hand, he's gonna make a play.
No, he's
electrifying.
He is electrifying. So you compare Mike Jackson to who? For the people who don't know him, he's like a what?
As a receiver, man, I'm looking like we just let one go to Louisville, a Tutu. We just let one go to Louisville.
And he's faster than Tutu.
And Tutu is fast.
Right.
You get the ball in Mike Jackson's hand, man, he gonna make a play.
Right.
They say they want speed. Like, what else do you want then?
Right. Who else out there? Who else out there Miami looking at?
The other receiver name is Jaden Gibson. He's from Orlando.
What is he, a 3-star? What is he?
Yeah, 3-star. Well, he's 4-star, 4-star, 6'6". Well, they got him at his 6'4". And then Quan Lee. That's the other fast guy.
Both got offers?
Yeah, that's the receiver now, I think, from Jacksonville that they just saying that we might take. But
Quan Lee?
Florida want him to. So who's
Florida telling people, man? They telling people they're gonna be the next Percy Harvin again. What's going on? The next Tony?
Yeah, you're gonna be the next Percy Harvin, you're gonna be the next Tony.
What's going on?
You're gonna be the next Pitts.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
What's going on up there, man? But I've heard they do an awesome job, bro. And they ain't trying to pub Florida, nothing like that.
No, they do a hell of a job.
I heard they've been doing a good job recruiting.
They do a hell of a job recruiting. Then it's a college town. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's major in some kids, some parents' eyes. College town. You know
I don't know why, cause there ain't nothing to do.
Do you trust your kid in the college town,
right,
or you trust your kid in the city, big city?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's major. Like I know my kid in that big city, boy. It's a whole lot of distractions.
Right. So listen, man. DK Metcalf somehow got put into a real track meet. You know what I'm saying?
I think he said he wanted to do it. He said he wanted to give it a try. He said he wanted to give it a try. Against
our Olympic hopefuls, basically people who are running to with a chance to be in the Olympics. And he goes out there and run a 10-3, comes in like 5th, right? How much does DK Metcalf weigh?
He's
6'2",
6'3", 230, maybe 235. I don't even know. He looked like something that you just created on Madden.
Look at that picture. Look how he looked next to that little track dude. And some people were saying he came in 5th. Oh, he ain't that fast. Listen, bro, let me break this down to y'all. Some of the fastest wide receivers we had in history they went out to the Rocky Ismails and went out there and tried to run against track. And they always lose. None of them was a transformer like DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
none of them was 6'3", 230. You know what I'm saying? See, people get it mixed up. See, with this 40-yard dash thing, I think people get confused at running track and being fast on the football field. Dog, listen, it's two different things. It's two different things having technique to run in a straight line and like De La said, life speed, like running for your life. You know what I'm saying? DK Metcalf shouldn't be able to compete with people who run track professionally. Yeah. He shouldn't, because it's a different sport. Like, it's a different technique. It's something different. For him to go out there and not be running out the blocks and just go out there and to come in like 5th, he didn't even come in last, did he?
Nah, I think it was one guy who came in after him, but it don't matter what place he come out, man. To clock a 10-3 at that size, like,
right?
That's amazing, man. And you hear about some of these times. Oh, he did a 10-6, 10-7. At 10-3, he's 6'3", 230. You see nothing but muscle. He shouldn't, like you say, he shouldn't even be able to run with them guys. He should not be able to run with them guys.
Especially not at that size, dog. That is a mutant, dog. That is a mutant. He was raised wherever Wolverine was raised at. He's a mutant. And I'm just sitting watching. I got a DK Metcalf rookie card worth $500. And people just keep making offers on it. I'm just going to keep holding it, the digital card, but I'm just going to keep holding it until the price keeps going up. But no, man, that is amazing. Anybody who talk trash about that man just doesn't understand sports. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand sports. Second thing, it was rumors that Tim Tebow got picked up, go play with his old coach Urban Meyer. We know Urban Meyer loves Tim Tebow.
So
Urban Meyer backpacked.
So it's not official?
Nah, I don't think so. He backtracked and said it wasn't official yet. People started. I ain't gonna say people. I put it out there. I was like, listen, man. Tim Tebow just got picked up by Jacksonville because that's what they was reporting at first. And I don't want to hear Tim Tebow is better than Kaepernick. I did it just to start a conversation, right? This is start a conversation. No, Tim Tebow is not better than Kaepernick. But
I was going to say, you say he's better?
Yeah, in a sarcastic way.
Oh, okay.
But it's two things. Tim Tebow changed his position, right? He said he'll play tight end.
Finally.
He said he'll play tight end. And the other thing is this, which we don't want to ever talk about. Dog, it's called relationships in life. When you have relationships in life, that's how the world works. That's how you can get from point A to point B, point C to point C. Urban Meyer, I'm sure, loves Tim Tebow, dog.
From what I look at it as you brought a guy on your team who you trust.
Yeah.
You can say, Tim Tebow, I need you to babysit my kids for a whole week. And he can do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to cause no confusion. He's not, no turmoil with the team. If anything, he's going to be the one to say, hey. You hit it. He trusts him. Stop. He trusts him. Yeah. So, you hit it on the head. I look at it like that. Obviously, everybody's saying, oh, well, it has something to do with race. And Tebow and Kaepernick, and then some people came out like, well, Kaepernick sucked. He couldn't throw the ball, and I'm like, well, Tebow sucked. He couldn't throw the ball. What are you saying? You know what I'm saying? I say, but right? The thing is, Tebow understood, man. I'm gonna change my position. I'm gonna give it another try. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he's getting this opportunity. Right. Other than, like I say, he's trust them. You know what I'm saying? He's not taking a stand against something that they don't like. Did you see Devin Bush tweet? Oh yeah, Devin Bush say, man, I can't wait till he play us. He got picked up before Kaepernick. Boy, I can't wait till he play us. Oh man, Twitter was that man said, listen, he said Tebow got a job before Kaepernick. Wait till we play Jacksonville, and he put the night Z's. Yeah. Listen.
Oh, no, man, the fans started going off on Devin Bush. And Devin Bush was just like, man, whatever. Any one of y'all want to pull up, I'll come to your park and I'll basically, one of y'all want to put on the pass. It was funny. But no, you don't want to hit with Devin Bush. No, sir.
And the crazy thing is a lot of other players feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they saying, well, people who hate Kaepernick, they not saying he don't deserve a chance. They saying he just sorry. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I'm like, well, y'all, you know, what has Tim Tebow showed us to say he deserves an opportunity? Like, I mean, you're not making sense because you're saying Kaepernick suck, so he don't deserve another chance.
Kaepernick, yeah. If Kaepernick was, if it was 2 years ago when Kaepernick took that knee, he would still been in the league. His talent didn't meet the headache that was going to come with it.
That's the thing.
You see that they let the DB back in. They kept letting him back in.
Yeah.
And he back in, being militant. He was there, but he could play. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was 2 years. But also the elephant in the room is this, man. Kaepernick don't want to come back no NFL. He didn't want to come back to the NFL when he was acting like he wanted to come back to the NFL. He's going to go down in history as a martyr. George Floyd dies, 2 years after that happens? And Kaepernick basically didn't say nothing for the whole time. He's going to go down. He's right now, he's in a better position in life from what he did. He come back to the NFL, it's almost like stripping all his ribbons off. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you did all that for what?
That's why when they had the fake trial, this, that, but he didn't show up. He didn't want to come back no NFL. He's sitting pretty, man.
He already had a settlement.
Huh?
They already
He had a settlement, and he can go speak. Listen, he can go speak somewhere. I'm sure $50,000, $100,000 to get to speak anywhere. I'm sure he can. Nah, man, checkmate, man. I just put that out there to start a conversation.
But it was very, very entertaining and interesting at the same time because it's like you got Tebow. Well, he been out of football for what 6 years, something like that.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it's been that long. Because he went to go try for baseball, and it's like, okay, well, we finna give Tebow the opportunity, and like you said,
relationship.
He had a personal relationship with the coach.
Yeah, that's
so why would he
real.
not? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring this guy in, not as a quarterback, because for one, if you sign him as a quarterback, you got to pay him a quarterback salary. So you know what? Hey, Tebow, go try out for a tight end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might make the team, you might not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You come in, but you're gonna be something that the team could look at, and you could talk to him and say, man, look, calm down. This is what we're gonna do. Da, da,
right.
Da. Be a leadership. You know what I'm saying? A leadership program because the coach trusts us now. Right. It was funny when I heard the news. I was like, oh Lord, like they finna give Tebow a chance at tight end, and y'all just passed up Reverend Jordan. Like, whoa, hello, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah, and that's just relationships.
Yeah, that's
so that's the day, man. We was at Chaminade and we saw Takori Couch and Keontra Smith out there. Couch done
beefed up.
He got a little bigger, man. He's down to look like. But with Keontra Smith in the spring game, they had him over there, wheel linebacker, right?
Yeah.
And it looked like that's where he may be. It looked like he may be a wheel linebacker.
I mean, that's throughout his career in high school. That's where he was at. He was playing around the box. Right. He was just so athletic enough. He's a safety. Right. But now, I don't know if I want to call it a desperation move, where you just say, man, look, you're gonna play linebacker.
Why would you use the word desperation?
We need linebackers.
Oh, okay. Desperation on our
on you on part.
Right.
You need linebackers. And not that you need linebackers. You need linebackers who could play out in space. Right. And he could do that.
Is he the size of a linebacker in college?
I mean, you could almost say he's Devin Bush size, because Devin Bush is not no 6'2", 6'3". Devin Bush is like maybe 5'11", 215.
Devin Bush instincts is
his instincts, you know what I'm saying?
Ridiculous though, boy.
Yeah.
He's Sean Spency. Devin Bush instincts is something ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, but like today's sports, man, you You need linebackers who can run, man. You can't just have a linebacker who's stiff.
I think that has a lot to do with it. I think football is trying to morph. But I thought a couple years ago I asked the question: was the linebacker position ever going to go away? Because I see 7-on-7. I see how Tom Brady could line up with little quick white wide receivers and eat a defense apart. You know what I'm saying? And I asked that question. I think defenses are trying to figure out how do you morph like a strong safety into, and it has to have somebody with the makeup of Keyshawn Smith. We said something to him. We said something to him about it. It was like, boy, you going to get down there in the fray, play linebacker. He said, man, look at these guns. He said something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he always been one to say, man, I'm up for the challenge.
Right.
He got the size to do it.
Right.
I mean, body frame. He just maybe not the ideal height, but he can run.
Right.
He can run. He's smart.
Yeah. So I think defenses are trying to figure that out. Like, how do I get Keyshawn a player on the field with the mentality, a physical mentality that could run, that if he had to slide over and pick up the slot man and follow him for 2 seconds, could, you know what I'm saying? I think defenses are trying to figure that out because offenses are just ahead. The game is just too far ahead for the offenses, and they've given the offenses too many advantages. Yeah,
they allowing the offense to do so much more than what the defense can do. You know, the defense, you can't hit them as much as you want to, because if you were able to hit the players how they were back in the days, you know, a lot of that stuff wouldn't go on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them catches not going to happen. Yeah. Quarterbacks ain't going to be making certain throws because they know they're going to get hit and not get penalized.
I've heard DB coaches, I think Chad was telling me, if I can remember correctly, that they're even teaching how to play DB. They're just teaching it different now. It's more so like, listen, bro, your money is the ball. Go get the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, you play the ball, go get the ball. Your money ain't him no more. You can't get physical with him. You can't do nothing to him. So it's basically like, try to take the ball away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Defenses are even being coached different now.
Yeah, I mean, and my whole thing was about moving safeties to linebackers. If you played the sports, man, you know, DBs do not want to tangle with offensive linemen.
No.
You know that. So you're going to move a defensive back to linebacker.
Right.
Now they got to tangle with that O-lineman almost every play.
Right. That's why mentality comes into play.
That gets in your head. And then, you know what I'm saying, by the time third quarter comes, you like, man, look, I'm tired of these linemen hitting me.
But what did Tracy Howard say? Tracy Howard said when he learned, and he was what, strong safety though, right? And this was in the league. He said when he learned how to read the guard.
Yeah.
Who? T, you remember who he said taught him how to read the guard? He said when he learned how to read the guard, he say he no longer even looked at the quarterback. He said, and he never got touched by an offensive lineman. He would read the guard, and he was so fast that the offensive linemen couldn't get their hand on him. And that's when he had that big game against Jacksonville. He started having all that success.
But that's different. That's cornerbacks. You know what I'm saying? The safety.
Well, no, that's a safety. But he was a strong safety.
You're looking at linebackers. Them linebackers, it's almost impossible for you to not get touched by an offensive lineman. You right there.
Right, they're in the fray. But you can't, at linebacker, you can't go around.
Now, what you can
because I think that's what our linebackers been doing.
They go around. They go around. Now, what you can do is, Denzel Perryman used to do this great a lot. What he used to do is he used to read the play so good where he'll beat the offensive lineman there. So by the time the offensive lineman trying to hit him, he's already blowing it up.
That's what I'm thinking. See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you get somebody fast enough there that's smart enough.
And you got, I mean, they gotta understand.
Pickney used to do it every now and then.
Pickney do it. Pickney used to do it great.
Yeah.
I mean, but we seen some games where some linemen get their hands on Pickney. You know, you see Pickney down the field like, man, get off my jersey.
All right, man. Listen, man. Y'all stay locked in with us, man. Make sure you hit the like button and share. If you want to join, man, the join button is in the description. I'll put it in the description for y'all because you know iPhone retarded, man. You don't know how to find the join button. But y'all stay locked in with us, man. We out.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what? This nigga, one shit.
I say, big time players step up in big games. All the criticize